be, well, it's going to be even more crazy games. Virtus Pro Polar is now up against them. Laptop in the draft. And today I'm going to be subbing in for Mod. He is ill, and this is very unfortunate, but, you know, it was very quick and notice cast, so hopefully everything is going to be alright. Also for you Chromecast users, I now set the resolution to 30 FPS instead of the 48, so for anyone watching on your desktop, sometimes it might be a bit more choppy, not as smooth as you were seeing in the last two games. But for anyone watching on the Chromecast, on Apple TV, anything like this should be way better because it can actually be played. Anyways, let's go into the game Virtus Pro Polar, one of my all-time favorites, up against Denial, also one of my favorites up-and-coming teams actually. So this is a clash I'm personally looking forward to see very much so. I really like it. What I'm also going to be looking forward to see is how this Ogre Magi is going to be played by VP. Because we saw the Ogre from Solo in the last game. And now I'm actually curious to see how this is going to be played by the likes of Goblek and Lil. Lil is one of those guys, he's impressing me a hell of a lot right now, and I think he's going to be playing the Wisp. I'm not 100% sure though. Okay, anyways, perfect. Works. So Lil and the Goblek Ogre Magi most likely. The Centaur and the CK. So CK Wisp is coming back in the game. Which is amazing. And then you also have a Klings. So in general, the current meta is so amazing. I don't know, I love it. Skyroth made Brewmaster, Jakiro, and a Luna. So Skyroth Brew is once again a very early game oriented. Well, not really a lineup already, but pair that with a Jakiro, who is usually going to be played as core. Let's find out if he is. Because I would favor the core Jakiro over the support Jakiro for various reasons. However, I can also understand if this is going to be a support Jakiro, just to be extra safe against the Wisp Breeder Cates, because it doesn't really matter too much if the Jakiro has items and all levels. If you get some points up in the ice path, you can really control a Wisp who's coming in with a CK, because you know the CK can pop a BKB beforehand before there's going to be any sorts of TP happening. But still, you know, it's always good. So, Faces Void, Death Prophet Banout, and the Razor and the Terrorblade. So still, those guys got nerfed. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be amazing. Well, and an Earthshaker as well. So we are looking at a Jakiro played by Paris, an offlane Jakiro. Seriously? Okay, well, I'm actually not sold on the idea of an offlane Jakiro. Let's find out if this is going to be working. Let me adjust some settings there, just to get the extra smooth experience on a 30 FPS stream. Thank you, Mr. Mad. This is certainly a really cool video, I'm sure. So, let's introduce some teams. On the side of Virtus Pro, you're going to have DK Phobos, the offlane player known for his offlane POC. He's now playing the Centaur Warrunner. It is indeed gonna be Goblek on his Ogre Magi. It is Lil, the other guy who's usually supporting for the team of Virtus Pro. He's on the Wisp. Illidan Stormrage. He's now on the CK, looking quite fancy with his interesting helmet there. And of course, it's Scandal on the Klings. And I gotta say, Scandal Klings is a hell of a lot of fun to watch. Mr. fucking Mad. He is known for amazing analysis. He's known for crazy drafts. This one is more standard, but it's still rather interesting. It's some dual lanes coming up. The Earthshaker is played by him. Joining him will be Paris against Tokshka on the offlane with a Jakiro. Funzi on the Brewmaster, which is... Hold on for a second. Oopsie daisy, I didn't want to write. So we don't have a stand anymore. It's Funzi back in the driver's seat for the mid lane. I love it. Cryo is on the Skyroth Mage, which of course leaves none other than Jural on the very fancy... Well, let's zoom in. Oh, wait a second. There might be a first blood happening. Goblek. No, Matt, please! Oh, this could have been such an easy first blood, and Matt completely whiffs his fissure there. Maybe he was kind of scared. That was unfortunate. A little bit to the left, and he would have for sure secured the first blood. And this just means a haste rune is going to be picked up by the Skyroth in the bottom, and Cryo is going to be having an absolute time of his life to harass out this Centaur Warrunner, because Centaur, he's great, yeah, he's kind of tanky-ish. Well, guess what? Not against the Skyroth Mage. Look at this guy. One of the most annoying heroes to play, just because his voice responses are absolutely amazing. But, you know, he's doing his thing. Return is actually working quite nicely, but, you know. There's some issues there with the return damage when you have a Scarab Mage against you, who is only using a spell pretty much. He's already down to half HP and forced to use a lot of tangos. I like the pooling though, seriously. So, pooling is gonna be interesting. You usually don't see this in the offlane, but he's already forced to use his healing stuff just because he's so scared. Scandal against Funzy is an interesting matchup, just because Funzy is gunning for a Drunken Haze level 2 build, which is... This is unusual. It's amazing, actually. You got 45% miss chance, so last hitting is going to be severely hindered. And you're going to get your crits anyway, so this is a lane where the rumors should be looking very strong. And I kind of agree with this decision, actually. If you think about the damage that the Klings can do, he can happily just last it away every creep in a wave if he just uses some searing arrows. That's an issue. You don't want to have the Klings farm up like a 13-minute Orchid. It's just something you don't want to have happen. He can kill the Brew even though Brew should be very tanky. So, Lil, now with a Wisp, coming in, stopping Mad from camping the runes. No, not too much. Oh, there we go. Some illusions. That's okay. Phobos picks himself up the Bounty Rune in the bottom lane, which is not bad, actually. Bounty Rune is... It's sufficient. It's something, you know. So, 2 minutes in, not too many rotations just yet. This is still a rather passive Tron in top lane, but it's a dual melee one, and as such, well, if we're checking the levels, there should be a clear indicator of what's happening right now. And yes, indeed, look at this. Jakira is level 3. He is on top pretty much. And the only other guy who's level 3 already is gonna be this Klings. And now it's go time. Mad. Oh, he's getting stunned, but he's not really hitting too much here. Oh, the stuns, they're chaining this out so nice. The fissure is there, and the turnaround close, but it's just no cigar. Lil, he's gonna have another tether. If they go for this, it's clutch, but wow. This is like, you need to retether ASAP, and also Illidan Stormrage should have left him. Like, he should have ran away quicker, but it just didn't... I mean, it didn't matter in the end, so whatever. But it's still... I mean, it's a lane where I'm definitely favoring Denial in a case where, considering the lane, this should have been way less experience already for this Jakiro and the Earthshaker combo. But you, of course, kind of using less resources hero-wise on the bottom line, but still DK Phobos can't find anything so far. And, well, if I'm thinking about this, the Earthshaker, yes, he can try to secure kills with this, but the Skywrath alone is already so ridiculously strong that this is like, it's just, you know, you don't need too much more. You really don't. So Luna is doing her annoying voice lines, of course. She is happily farming up anything she wants. Maybe even a Midas is going to be coming up for Joral. He is in no contest at all, and while I say that, there's a smoking cap happening. They want to shift this. It's a rather aggressive Tron, and seriously, with a Wisp. Yeah, and Wisp, of course, coming in as well. Uh-oh. Oh, and they go for this. There's the Reality Rift. The stun as well. 2-second one. DK Phobos with a stun as well. Ouch! Perfect execution. And Virtus Pro Polar that picks themselves up another kill. The #1 farming hero was the Luna. She's now brought down. That's a lot of gold going the way of everyone on the side of Virtus Pro Polar. 300 at that. But this just means Paris on his Shakira is just getting absolute free farm top. Well, at least right now, right? And this is a Jakiro who can do a lot of stuff with his early... I won't say items, but with the levels especially. And if he picks up a safe lane tier 1 kill or even just pressures the towers a lot, just so he can force rotations, I think this is a win in Denial's book, definitely. And if he gets 1 more point up in the Liquid Fire, this means 4-second cooldown on a 5-second duration, so you can keep this at this tier 1. And he's not going to be doing too much damage, I mean the tower that is. The tower's really not hit too fast, so a 50 attack slow is actually crucial. Uh-oh, but here comes the gank. Illidan Stormrage once again. He is now getting scouted out, that's great. Paris is slowed, I don't think he can survive this now, the Reality Rift. The stun, 2-second one once again. This is something we saw in the bottom lane early on. Paris stands his ground, he knows he's dead. And this is another kill happening for Virtus Pro. However, this means the Luna is now back to farming. It's like a ping pong game. You kill one, the other guy farms. The other guy farms, you kill one. Repeat. I don't want to say I favor anyone just now, but if I'm denial, I'm actually fine with this. Just because I'm looking at the levels, I'm like, yeah, you know, it's nice your whole Tron is level 4 and 5, or even 3. Ouch. Yeah, the supports are 3, but my carry is 5, dude. And a Luna level 6 can do a lot of stuff. You just don't want to really gank a Luna if you can't blow up instantly, because you know exactly what's going to be happening. Oh, nice. Illusion Rune, maybe he can block with this. No, he can't. Doesn't matter though. Scannel's coming in, he picks himself up a kill, but now Scannel doesn't have a skeleton walk for another 6 seconds. And he does have the mana, but he doesn't. Oh my god, he's just getting dropped right there. Joral is also coming in. The Roshan. Oh, wait for it, wait for it, wait. Ah, they don't even need to. Wonderfully done by Denial, and they pick themselves up 2 important kills, 2 cores dying, baiting the dust there. And this is well done by Matt. He is just baiting this out nicely. He died twice, but it just doesn't matter too much early on if you're on a shaker. You can go for some very crazy plays, and if it doesn't work, well, blame the ping. Easy, right? So, hero level, still level 7. Pew pew pew. And now it's a Luna level 6. Oh, and no Midas, it's a power trance build. So the Gloves of Haste early on were no Midas. I kind of like it, gotta say. Against this very aggressive lineup of Virtus Pro, you kind of need something. And the good news is, of course, even if there's going to be some sort of very illusion-heavy Chaos Knight coming at your face, maybe even picking up a Metasol as like a 3rd or 4th item. Oh, meanwhile, Fissure, nicely done. Illidan Stormrage, gotta be careful. He's dying quickly, though. Yeah, there's not too much healing coming up from the Wisp, and they just blow him up like this. There's no urn, there is no bottle, nothing from Lil, and as such, he can't really sustain up against the whole damage coming up from 3 people of Denial. And space is being created right now once again. Funzy is just having the time of his life in the mid lane. And Scannel, yes, he picks himself up a kill, but he died for this, and ouch. That's something you don't want to have happen. So, my biggest issue though so far is actually Matt's Shaker. He needs to find a lot of gold in this game, and also at least a level 2 ultimate. You know, a level 1 Echo Slam does at least disrupt the team fights, but you really want to have the level 2 for the extra added damage, and it really doesn't look like it's much. I mean, you're looking at like 50 more damage on the initial damage, and then 15 more on the echo damage, but it really adds up so much. And it's also, these damage instances, it's just amazing in general how much damage you can deal as an Earthshaker in some sort of later stages of the game, just because there's more and more creeps spawning. Every few minutes, the creep spawns are getting bigger and bigger, and as such, if you have like such a really large wave, you're just looking at a lot of damage. And yes, there's going to be BKBs coming soon, and of course the initial damage from the Echo Slam isn't going to be piercing the BKB immunity anymore, but I mean, whatever. So Goblek, right hand side, he was level 5 now for like minutes. And I love to see a level 6 Ogre Magi, just because the damage which can be coming up is just surprisingly high. Yeah, they do see him. It's now daytime. Per's like, alright, there's like 3 people here. We can safely do anything else like gank bottom. DK Phobos. He signed us up. He doesn't even have his ultimate. Oh no, if he dies right now, this is gonna be a disaster for him. And yeah, indeed he goes down. He doesn't even any sort of gold, nothing. Scandal's coming in, wants to kill Joral. Joral, he's tanky, can go for the self, and he's going to be doing this right now, and just selving up with the agility threats, which means he's going to be getting a lot out of this one. And now it's straight back to the mid lane from the side. Well, at least from Scandal, I guess. Funzy is damn quick though. Haste Rune. Yeah, and he can just clap, he can just go and pop his ultimate if he wants to. And meanwhile, top lane, there's going to be some illusions popped. Someone died, Shakiro. Of course, that's expected though. If you get an extra illusion, you just go for it, seriously. And also those illusions are amazing to actually push down towers. I'm not sure why Illidan is not using them a bit more. There we go. Because they do a hell of a lot of damage to the towers. And you can also use them... Well, why he's using this right now is something I don't really understand. But they're actually doing like 100% damage, so it's essentially like you have your hero there hitting towers. If you have 2 of those, well, that's great. Also, for you guys who didn't see too much CK just yet, you get a 50% extra chance to create an additional Phantasm. So on level 1, if you get an additional Phantasm, you're just tripling your damage output as opposed to doubling. That's amazing. And of course Reality Rift works on those fellas as well. It's really amazing. I kind of want to say CK is going to be one of the hotter picks in this patch, but well, you never know. I mean, this is Goblek drafting after all. He was drafting some crazier stuff early on, so I'm not surprised that he's picking up a CK at all. I still want to see a bit more Sven. I know EG like to run him. I know he's played as a support from Alliance quite a bit. Aki, definitely one of the better support Svens. And those scaling supports are just amazing to watch in general, because they can really be a big force in later stages. Even, I mean, especially the Sven, pick yourself up an Aghanim Scepter, and suddenly you're like a team double damage room, pretty much. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Anyways, Illidan Storm Rage. Now gotta be very careful. There's a long range fissure, but yeah, it doesn't really connect. Just stop the mark. And now it's bottom lane. Scandal. Uh-oh. There's going to be a Wisp TP coming in, the first one of the game. The Reality Rift is not quite there, but there we go with a nicely timed Eclipse. And Scandal, they do pick themselves up a kill, but it is Brewmaster already coming in, and they trade 1-for-1. The Wisp dies for a support, so it was a nice trade. But the thing is, did the Wisp get experience from this? I think he did. Actually, let me check. Wisp killed. Yeah, okay, so Wisp got a kill, got the experience, and the Wisp is someone... As a support, you kind of need to have some farm on this fella, otherwise he's going to be falling off way too hard. You cannot have a glassy Wisp behind your CK, because the Seeker's going to get, the Seeker's going to get big, for sure. And he's going to be diving big time. So if you want to have someone going with a CK, which is something you definitely want to, you need to have the Wisp farm just a bit. Doesn't matter too much, and an urn is important, a bottle is important, even a mech sometimes can be absolutely amazing, but he doesn't need that much more, but he needs some sort of items early on, and he's getting there, it's great. Speaking of getting somewhere, Kryo is actually gunning for level 6 very soon, and wow. 12-minute armlet, with power treads as well. This is a very, very aggressive build coming up from the CK. If you want to go into some sort of later stages, you usually want to see... I don't want to say drums per se, but drums are certainly some sort of idea if you don't go armlet. And meanwhile, Fanzi... Oh, there's the Reality Rift, long range one. And they force out a split. Illidan, you can see him already. Wow, he's actually dropping quite fast. They go for the Stampede just to save the poor Wisp. But he's up in the air. They can purge him if they want to. And, well, now there goes with his Phantasm. Oh, the fish a bit off the mark. And they want to go and re-engage this. There's going to be a blink in just a second. Fanzi. There we go. There's your blink. And now the hunt is on. Matt. Oh, it's a long-range fireball. 2 guys are hit, actually. Matt. Oh, he needs to go for the fissure. Nicely done with the fissure. Lil is actually dropping quite fast. They go for the clap. They get Lil. 4 seconds done. Illidan Storm Rage is dead. Oh, Goblek, next one to fall. It's complete destruction. Turnaround time here on the face of Virtus Pro Polar, pretty much. And only Scandal is going to be getting away to tell the tale. Which is very much unfortunate. So, just like that, 1k gold swing in favor of Denial Esports. And they are also just having the Perez Jakiro not with his team right now because he wants to farm up a Yule Scepter. So, double Arcane Boots up, so this means the whole team of Denial are never going to be running out of mana again. A casual Macropire being thrown out here. I mean, you can do that. It has, like, no cooldown, 60 seconds. And you kind of want to wait for your Brewmoss split anyways, and as such, well, just go and farm with it. So, Illidan, let's see. What is he looking to build next? I would say a BKB would definitely be an awesome choice. Doesn't need to, though. Actually, he might need to. Or maybe he's just trying to go for some sort of hard. Because if he doesn't tank the Lucent Beams, who does? The Wisp? Well, he's gonna be dying in 2 hits. That's not great. Okay. Actually 3, but if he takes 3 Lucent Beam hits, he's just dead. And also the Klings, he's not that tanky. 1.5k HP, that's great, but if his Dark Pack is actually gonna be falling off anytime in the team fight, he's just food. 1.6 strength gain. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not digging it. Good news, however, is Scandal is still gonna be picking up a rather early. Is it? I mean, is it that early? 60 minutes in, he's gonna be having his Orchid soon. I guess it's fine. It's not crazy early. It's just a fine timing. And meanwhile, towers are just getting trashed by Perez. He's 0-2-1, but he's farming creeps, he's farming towers. This is exactly why you want to pick up the Jakira. Every day of the week you go and kill towers with this fella. Oh, but now here comes the trap. It's gonna be snapping. DK Phobos, he's baiting. He's baiting actually big time. Uh-oh, maybe it's too much of a bait. Oh no. They go and bait out the ultimate of DK Phobos and Scandalous here as well. I think they saw him. Is there any sort of... Oh, there's dust. If they go on this one, there's gonna be instant dust and Scandal is gonna be baiting the dust. Yeah, and Scandal knows, like, there's no way. There we go. Now he can actually go for fucking mad. That's gonna be close. Oh, they go on the top lane for DK Phobos and the Fissure as well. Mad, but there is no... There's the dust. There we go. Finally, Funzy is gonna be looking to go maybe for some sort of ultimate. He's got it. Doesn't want to go for. Okay, sweet. So, just because of this one, Denial were able to push down this tower to sub 1k HP. So if they're going to be going for another push, this is going to be spelling certain doom. And Illidan, he's still farming up an absolute shock. I wonder. I also would favor one value point in the Chaos Strike early on. If you crit, it's like quite some nice damage. But that's alright. Anyways, Funzy, oh, he can blink at least. That's a... Wow, this is an amazing ice path. Just stopping Illidan in his tracks. He was already through 80% of these of the Reality Rift animation, and he was getting stopped by an ice path, and this is one of the slowest spells in the game. If you throw out an ice path, you're pretty much praying that this is going to be working, because it's so damn slow. After 0.5 second formation delay, you actually have the stun happening after you... You know, this Jakira is really just... He's trying so hard to make this ice path work. He's really spitting it out. And you need so much time with this. And now the last tier 1 of the game, another glyph, of course. Those glyphs do refresh, actually, whenever there's any sorts of tier 1 falling. So this is one of the changes from Ice Rock. Doesn't want to go into the push meta once again. But it's still, it's a nice meta right now. Very early game oriented still. With a bit of late game carry, hard carry style. So, yeah, I like it. And this tower is just falling too much. Ouch, the damage is real. Do they have a glyph for top? Yes, they do. They can actually defend this if they want to. Just TP a lot of heroes in and they're gonna be good to go. No? Okay. Well, this is a glyph. But no one is TPing, so it looks like this tier 2 is actually the objective of choice here from the side of Denial. And I am not sure if you want to give this away. Goblik is coming in, and the multicast potential is there, but it's only a 2 times multicast. Oh, Lucent Beam. They go once again, but no multicast. But where is your Wisp TP? There it is, in the midst of everyone. But this might be spelling certain doom. One goes down already. Joral is just killing everyone, but not too much damage being inflicted. It's a 4-second stun to Joral. Now he goes down. DK Phobos even getting the multicast of the Bloodlust, and meanwhile, top lane, they were just Scandal with his illusions from the illusion rune. Activating this one and taking a tower. This is exactly what the Doctor ordered. Another stun. Blinking from Funzy. He needs to find the crits. Can't find the crits. It's just Denial getting absolutely wrecked and shreked. And now another stun to stop Funzy's TP. Oh, they don't want to go. They know Funzy's going to be having some mana just a bit. Oh, go for another bottle. No, you cannot. There we go. And DK Phobos might be dying from creeps. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. That was pretty sick. That was a really nice display of calculation from the side of Empire. Because they are blowing up this Skywrath Mage. If this guy would have gotten his ultimate off, this is a fight Denial certainly can take. If not, you can see this damage is actually not that high. It was a level 12 Luna, but it just didn't feel like it. These Lucent Beams were eaten, I guess, by the... Yeah, but by what, actually? I wonder, maybe by those illusions from the CK. Yeah, definitely, actually. So, this is the point in the game where the CK is going to be a nuisance to the Luna, and until she gets big enough, maybe with the Mantis Style, maybe with the BKB, And she really has to right-click those illusions down. So if she can't find the physical damage, this just means she can't really deal with the illusions, and those illusions are going to be taken up a lot of these Eclipse beams. Uh-oh, Scandal. Oh my goodness, he's going in, and he knows exactly now. Scandal, mad actually deploying his Echo Slam, dunks him right up. And this is now Virtus Pro. Uh-oh, you don't want to go for Roshan when you're getting trashed. Oh, Lil can't find the tether. Now he can. He's going to be taken down, though. Maybe. Oh, it's close. One more right-click is Funzy. And he is delivering, getting the kill done. Matt's done, long range, Goblik. Funzy doesn't have a blink. Well, he does, but he doesn't want to chase, not under this tier 2. This is the power of the Ogre. I mean, there's any sort of, any multicast and you're gonna be losing your life for diving. Boom. Sweet. So, BKB soon for the Luna. And Joral is still happily just fighting away at the tower. Now, as said, if she gets big, she can make quick work of those Phantasm illusions, because they do take a lot of more damage than the CK himself. Additional damage should be like 110. Yeah, full damage, take double damage. Alright, so 100% additional damage, which is something, of course, you can absolutely deal with. But you need to make it work. Uh-oh, mad. He smoked up. He didn't so much. If he goes near this creep wave, he might be just dead, and he is very much on his lonesome. There's just DK Phobos with him. And if they just... Oh, they flank him. They flank him. This is going to be a great engagement for Denial, but there is no Luna with him. Oh no, where's Luna? Just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Nice ice pot actually from the side of Paris and the good Euls, but it's just not enough. And now the multicast. Now the jig is on. The hunt is on. Fire Panda just getting absolutely shredded already, and the TPs are going to be coming out. Oh, Creo. He's going to be the lamb to the slaughter. Sacrificial one. Best regards from Russia, from Virtus Pro Polar, and they're going to be taking a tier 1 with this. Doesn't even want to go for the Roshan. They've got the illusions, they've got the Chaos Knight Phantasm still up and ready to roll, and boy, do those things hurt. Yeah, and just too much. You cannot take a fight like this when you don't have the Luna with you. That was just a very quick turnaround. I was so sure this would have been amazing, just because this was a nice flank. Virtus Pro, they were kind of spread out. 2 were here. Then there were like 3 other guys right here, and Denial were coming in straight here, and they were like, alright boys, let's go kill this guy, and actually Paris wasn't on the same page as everyone else. And the Roshan is dropping quite quickly, but maybe not quickly enough. Oh, it's gonna be close. Illidan is dropping quite quickly. He has to get the Aegis done, otherwise he might be dying from this. Roshan is still alive. Luna picks himself up a BKB. Joral, go in there. There's still the Aegis on the ground. Someone pick it up, DK Phobos doesn't want to, but they still get the stuff done. And now Scandal. Oh, he dies. He dies, actually. How the hell does he die? Do they have reveal? Yes, they do. There's the sentry ward. And the ice path just a bit too slow, I guess. And it's Virtus Pro. Well, they are just losing the fight right now. And it's great that DK Phobos is gunning for the Crimson Guard, but it just... Man, this item is amazing against the Luna, but you need to get it. And if you, as long as you don't have it, it's like... A Vanguard is nice and all, it's a nice early game item, but that's pretty much it. Uh-oh, someone is here. And that's a relocate coming in, and Illidan is forced to use his BKB for the kill. I mean, I guess you're fine with it, actually. But you also find losing a support just for a BKB and Wisp TP at this point in time. Because this is a BKB which is getting lower and lower and lower. And Illidan had to use his BKB there. Otherwise, not only do you not get the kill, but also you're risking that you might be just dying. Okay, sweet. So 24 minutes in, we now got 13 for 14 kills on the board. A very even game, also looking at the gold graph. It's a 4k lead for Virtus Pro Polar. That's okay, but it's not like crazy. It's alright. So different XP earned, 2k, 3k, just around the corner. This is not major at all. This is pretty much only the level 11 to 12 part, so... I'm still looking to see how fast the Luna can reach level 16, because this is actually a pretty big deal. How fast the Brewmaster can reach 16, and especially also the CK. Everyone else, well, not so much. Maybe the blink on the Earthshaker was also very important, but I mean, he's got it now, so it's alright. And actually Wisp as well. So we're gonna have a pause. I really need some water, actually. So just stay tuned for 20 seconds. I'm gonna be getting some water. I'm gonna be back in just a second. Hold on. Alright. So, to absolutely no one's surprise, we did not miss anything, considering usually the Dota pauses last for ages. So let's see. What is there to talk about? Well, we got some items. Well, that's the stuff of wizardry. I wonder if this is going to be 4-star or the Necrobook. Even the Atos is actually great. I'm not a fan of the Aghanim Scepter. Yes, it's got insane AoE, but you rarely kind of use it, so I'm just not a fan of it. At the same time, in certain circumstances, when you're getting pushed heavily, it can make a bit of sense, I guess. And the Macropire can... wait a second, there was this post. Let me check. So when you're standing, like, right there, I think you can Macropire up to the Roshan pit. So there is this possible of some crazy things happening, but not really. Not really. Gold graph, we talked about it. It's around the 5k net worth lead. Gold earned, let's see the gold earned graph. It's interesting, isn't it? Well, anyways, net worth is all that counts. XP earned. Pew, that's a big change actually from denial. And we're making so many things happen right there. This was actually the fight on the Roshan pit, isn't it? Wisp, Scandal... wait a second, I think... Yeah, this had to be Roshan. Anyways, hero level, we talked about it. GPM, there we go. Ow. It's actually interesting that CK is still farming up that nicely, because considering this Centaur is soaking up a lot of experience right now from the map, as well as farm. Crimson Guard and a Blink and, Trinkles as well. I think the CK farm is fine. You want to still see him a bit high up in the net worth, but it's fine, I guess. He's still only quote-unquote 2k behind the Luna. And this is an Aghanim Scepter up onto the Ogre Magi, which is a ridiculously big deal right now. Yeah, as I said, like Unrefined Fire Blast to 75 damage, as opposed to the normal Fire Blast to 40 damage. And I'm trying to keep an eye on Goblek's usage of the Unrefined Fire Blast. Sometimes people like to throw it out very early in the game already. Well, rather early in the fight. I don't think this is a good idea. You can just Unrefined Fire Blast away so much. You're always going to have enough mana for it, of course. It's 60% of your actual mana. But still, let's see how Goblek does this. So, is Creo really that poor? Joral. Well, I guess Luna's farming. And I gotta say, Luna is one of the... not one of the strongest one positions, but she can just make quick work of a lot of the damage from Virtus Pro. If you're stopping the Ogre Magi from playing aggressively, if you stop him from running in and just fire blasting you, you're doing a good job. If you're stopping the Clinks from really positioning himself nicely, this is why Blinks is a thing, because he needs to position himself nicely into his strafe. Strafe is a 10-second duration where you, Jesus Christ, tooltip please, where you really need to get the damage in. If you don't, game is going to be very hard. Clinks is not this crazy of a late game carry. He's a good late gamer, of course, but he's not insane. Not like a Luna. And now, well, BKB activated. Ring of Aquila as well, just for the additional mana rec. And it's go time. Orchid Malevolence is picked up. Is there a gem? Oh, they do see him. They do have a sentry ward. God damn it, that's actually close. Oh, they got him. They got him. They want to block him, but of course he can walk. Oh, Scandal. Oh my goodness. Scandal, please. He's playing with absolute fire right now. Yeah. Well, anyways, Denial is still farming up the Earthshake. I love it. He's not level 2. Scandal is still doing his thing. Jesus Christ, does no one have a gem? No. Oh, now they do see him at least. Oh, now he poses BKB, wants to go into Mad, and the Relocate as well is coming in. Scandal left-hand side, going to try to finish up Mad, but Whoa, this is getting blocked here. This is getting very juicy. Oh, it's close. Matt actually makes it away. What a play from Matt. Absolutely wonderful. And now also Creo is not dying from this 4-second stun. Doesn't matter. Doesn't do the damage because if you get a nice stun, you are not dealing any sort of damage. This is how the CK works. And also, Skywrath knows exactly what happens. There is a Klings. He can be on the prowl. He can be killing him. So he stays with his team. And there's no way this Klings goes without any sort of BKB support into his face. And meanwhile, well, there's an Ogre Magi. He can't really go for anything. He just gets clapped down. He's just dead. Wow, denial, showing who's boss right now in these sort of skirmishes. This really was like a MacGyver skirmish. Everyone was like so... I don't know, nothing really worked out for anyone there. Oh, Skill actually kills... Oh my goodness. Scandal in fact kills Creo in the end. Oh wow. Oh, Mad. Whoa, that's an Echo Slam. Illidan is getting fogged right now. It is nighttime. Very important. If you're playing... Excuse me. If you're playing CK, nighttime is your biggest enemy. Because, well, this Reality Rift range is pretty much how far your nighttime vision is. And you're just getting cancelled so much. Joral, gotta be careful. He can dispel himself to silence and just turn this. But there's gonna be a BKB up once again to Scandal. So if he turns, well, Scandal's gonna be looking... Oh, they do see him. I'm not sure if this bug is fixed. A few versions ago, and I'm pretty sure you could also see this in 6.81, the Skeleton Walk was able to be seen through the fog, like a lot of other abilities as well, actually. So I wonder if this is still the case. Well, Illidan he's actually quite fast because of the Whiz, but not as fast as you kind of want him to see. And indeed, he went for the BKB and now into, well, a Heart, most likely. And I kind of agree with this. Overcharge, Crimson Guard, Heart, Phantasm Illusions, and then a Bloodlust as well. You're buffing yourself up so much. There's still this issue of, if you're BKBing, who's going to be tanking up the Lucent Beams, but I guess this is mainly your Illusions at this point. So I'm fine with this. So, okay. We're now 30 minutes in the game, 14 for 15. The game is still rather even. Joral is finding himself a really nice stack. And he's now up on 2.5k gold. Blink in. Oh, Lil. Can he tether? Ooh, he can. That's a close call. Completely. Yeah, I mean, absolutely just calculated, you know. Oh, yeah. So far, we didn't really see the X in action. I wonder if there's more to come. If this Accept is going to be playing a big role. But if it doesn't, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Because the Acceptor, yes, it's a strong investment. If you're actually, let me rephrase this. If you're playing a support and get an Aghanim Scepter because you're playing a 4 position as opposed to a 5 on the Wisp, you need to make stuff work with it, because it is essentially a mech and something else as well on the Wisp, if your Ogre Magi has this sort of item. Now, given of course the Wisp can't farm that easily, and you want to have the Wisp farm with a CK, but just looking at a net worth side of things, it is very, very similar. So you need to make stuff work with it, and I gotta say, a Wisp mech is one of the best things you can pick up on the Wisp anyways. Who is now, interesting enough, gonna be looking at... It looks like Heaven's Helper to me. I don't think the Necrobook is gonna be something he's looking to go for. I think it's a bit too expensive, but I might be wrong about this. I mean, just get a couple of nice Relugate ganks coming, and suddenly you can actually afford a Necrobook as a Wisp. And that's amazing, because you can just deploy minions and you are killing stuff so quickly. These Necrobook Maulers are amazing. Uh-oh. Scandal now, gotta be careful. He's on the prowl as well. Yeah, and everyone's just running back. This is a bit too risky, I guess. Do they see him? Is there a ward? Yeah, there is. And Paris knows. Uh-oh. Reality Rift? Maybe? Maybe not? Nope. There we go. And Scandal's just doing his thing, seriously. After picking up a BKB, he picks himself up the threats, but that's pretty much everything he got for the last few minutes, and he's just roaming around all time. So, I wonder if this is a game plan of VP. Have the Centaur farm up a bit more. Who's, by the way, picking up a kill up onto Paris right now. Oh, wow, they go for the... Yeah, there we go. That's a nice multicast. They went for the Stampede, actually, and, well, meanwhile, Scannel got himself killed. It was the fucking mad Echo Slam, as well as a Brewmaster Split and Creo Mystic Flare. So, this is a lot of hate going the way of the poor Klings, but it's well worth it, because you need to punish this guy for doing this sort of shenanigans. You cannot let him just create so much space. And this is something, of course, people talk about a lot, just creating space, and it's a very generic answer to a lot of questions arising, like, oh man, how can I farm more? Well, just have someone create space for you, derp. It actually is exactly what happened there. Yes, you get killed, which is something you don't want to have happen, but in general, you're still forcing people to scout you, you're still forcing people to hunt you. Use these ultimates, 100 seconds duration, 100 second cooldown there, even 130 here on Mad's ultimate, and this is what gives the CK the ability to just farm up. Now, if he wouldn't have died, this would have been amazing. He died, so it's not great, right? So, now a bit of ancient farming with 4 people. Apparently that's like new meta. Love this pickup of the Morbid Mask. This is for sure gonna be a Vladimir's offering, and yeah, this is indicating this for sure. And that's a great item, right? It's a bit of lifesteal. It's a bit of armor as well. Oh. Do they want to bait them going into Roshan? Oh my goodness, this is like one of the best baits ever. Alright. Alright, please, Joran, make yourself... Go, 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 go. Fancy, come on, go and get 3 people in your ultimate. No, he's getting stunned. He's getting silenced up, and he's gonna be getting trashed. No, Fancy! No, the Mad Fisher completely trapping Fancy. But Illidan isn't done yet. He wants to kill him. All of those guys. And Joral now that's the Crimson Guard activated. Nicely done. Joral is still fighting himself away there. He's picking himself up 1 kill. Illidan is gonna be next one on the party, but he really doesn't do any sort of damage anymore. This Crimson Guard is running superior, and it's also DK Phobos completely full on HP. Now the Echo Slam. Oh, Denial still do it. Now the stun from the Boulder Toss. And it is indeed Virtus Pro, which are getting cleaned up by only losing the Denial Lunar. Now they can actually go for the Roshan. What a turn of events. I was so sure after getting silenced up and popping the BKB very early on, this Brewmaster would be a no factor. Well, guess what? I was completely wrong. And also, I think Brew brought back for this. Let's see, teamfight recap. Yeah, he definitely brought back for this. But still, it was well worth it. 5k more experience change for the side of Denial. Even though it was like a 3k gold swing, which isn't that high when you just win a 5 versus 5 and lose to heroes. I mean, it's still a Roshan, it's an Aegis. And this is even the Jakiro pick in this one up. Interesting. Why not Luna? Well, I guess Luna is gonna be so damn tanky anyways that you want to give it to Jakiro. So now there is your Vladimir's offering, maybe even another aura item going to be coming from, but the problem is of course now, well, any other aura item is going to be damn expensive. AC is well above 5k. Shiva's round about the clock as well, and these are great items, but they do hurt so much. So... let's see, Illidan is still just farming. He got a hard finish, of course, he had this in the last fight as well. But what is his next idea? Like, what is his next big pickup? Because if you're playing a CK, you need to get some strength items. The Armlet is one of the best ones you can get. Heart of Shraz is amazing. Even the Scuddies is, to some sort of extent, pretty amazing. This is what people love to do as well. Uh-oh, Wisp might have to just stop him. No, okay. Well, that's actually a pretty good good heads up there by Lil. He was waiting until he was sure there would have been an engagement. And if this is a gank on the CK, he can just use his relocate and get him out. If he uses this relocate prematurely, not only does he force his whole team to commit to this position, because otherwise he would have been dead, but also he's giving away the cooldown and his positioning, so, well, that's actually quite nice there. Still, VP, they are farming up. Monkey King Bar soon to come for the Klings, and this is an item he really needs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, Joral, Butterfly is finished. he's got so many items. This guy is very hard to bring down. But he's only quote-unquote a 1.6k HP. So we could have seen the butterfly coming into a major effect right there on the last team fight. But still, if he gets up another... I don't want to say satanic right now, but maybe later on. Maybe the next item is going to be satanic. Or he just picks up... Yeah, maybe just pick up the satanic right now, just to be extra tanky, and then I don't see how they can bring him down. There's also going to be... Where is this item? There is a Vladimir's offering somewhere. There we go. So, Brewmaster's now once again going for the Vlads and the BKB. Rule number 1 about fighting with a Brewmaster: you do not talk about fighting with a Brewmaster, I guess. Anyways, he still does it, and ooh, that's an interesting pickup as well. Is there anything in the courier, seriously? No, it's not. So just buying a recipe of the heart is a very interesting decision here from the Centaur. I wonder why he does that, actually, because if you buy a recipe for the heart, you might as well just wait until you got a... Or maybe he bought it beforehand so he doesn't lose that much gold. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense as well. Otherwise, you always want to buy the most expensive item, or the item which you can actually use right now as well. And that's going to be making a lot more sense. Well, there we go. DK Phobos is in the house. He's getting stunned up, but just a bit of casual harassment. He is a Centaur. He is damn tanky regardless if he's got a heart or not. He's got also some nice armor. The Crimson Guard really is such a well-rounded item on those melee tanky brawlers. It's just amazing. A lot of armor as well, and the armor is something the Vanguard was just lacking. Straight out lacking. And it's a gank. It's smoke. Let's see what Denial are doing. This is yellow, so this is Brewmaster just Funzy writing some things down there. DK Phobos, man, he is a pickup you can take. Oh, and he is very much deep in there. He's in deep trouble up in the area. Yes, Ice Path and pew pew pew. No, nicely done, the BKB. But where is the turnaround coming from? He uses Stampede, and he uses a BKB and a Stampede to counter out a smoke gang. I think this is go time for Denial just to push down mid lane. Or get any sorts of objectives. Scandal. Uh-oh, Echo Slam. Oh man, this is amazing for Denial if they can get this kill done. And they do get him. They just blow up Scandal right away. And this just means the game is going to be a lot harder now for VIRTUS Pro. There are 70 seconds on the sidelines. Maybe Klings has to buy back for this. He has the buyback. That's good. But wait a second. Hello, Red Dota. Yeah, now you suddenly can't really do this. Because there's going to be buybacks happening. And a Wisp relocate. And then you're fighting 5 versus 4. Yeah, I mean, it's still nice damage on the tower, and... well, VIRTUS Pro did more. Okay. That's, Game is still rather open, gotta say. Check some net worth. Yeah, this is pretty much exactly how the game is feeling. Because this is like... It's such a back and forth game. No one is really winning those skirmishes. Yes, sometimes you find a pickoff, but then you have the Red Dota with the Wisp come in. Now there's going to be Satanic, but this might be getting countered by something else very soon. Illidan, I imagine this is going to be Manta style. Could also be Scuddies, as I said, or... I mean, I don't mind any item with this. I don't think the Lincoln Sphere is particularly good, because the only thing which is really a big issue is going to be this Drunken Haze, and... Well, let's face it, the Drunken Haze can be dispelled by BKB. Oh, Funzy. He is seeing everyone. He's Special Agent Funzy right now. There's not so much for Special Agent Illidan. Uh-oh, he's going for it. Wow, he's activating his ultimate. The BKB was forced out, but they do connect on the Ice Pass onto Illidan. He's forced to pop his BKB as well, and it's a cool... It's a rather small one, actually. They're chasing into the base. Illusions as well as Brewlings. Oh, it's a 4-second stun. There we go. Okay. But this is like destruction. This destruction in top lane, look at this. They're just trying to stall this as much as they can, and now it's going to be straight to the tier 4s, to the tier 3s. A bit of damage being dealt here by Joral, and he's trying to take down this tier 3. Oh, nicely done with the Ice Path as well. Oh, the plays, and now it is just a nice Echo Slam. They're going in hard. It is Denial cleaning house on the VIRTUS Pro. Double buyback already, 4 people, now once again alive, and it's Scannel getting absolutely eviscerated by those glaives. Oh, nicely done there by Illidan Stormage on his Ooh, on the CK, but here comes fucking Matt with the BKB activated. And the damage, it is real, but is it gonna be enough? It's just so damn close. Illidan is still alive. He's getting healed up by Lil, who's doing a marvelous job at keeping his carry alive. But it's just not enough. And the tier 3 falls, and with that, Rex are gonna be in close jeopardy. Ay, 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 ay. This is too much.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
2k gold. 5k gold change. Oh yeah, my goodness, this is way too much, which you really can't give away against the Luna. The net worth are not looking, they're not looking good at all. Uh-oh, Fanzi, it's close. The stun hits onto Creo. This is not what you want to have happen, but I mean, you take it anyways. Illidan Storm Rage doesn't have a BKB anymore. Fanzi, 3-man clap, but Jural isn't with the team, and Fanzi is gonna be the sacrificial guy here. Like, all right, Fanzi, you take one for the team. It's fine. We're gonna buy you dinner afterwards. So they're still hanging in there. Wow, just like that, 3k gold swing back. Rubber banding is so real. But this is a very interesting graph. Nicely done by Denial. I'm impressed. Because on paper, I would say Virtus Pro Polar are the better team, maybe even. But Denial are just putting up such a ridiculously good fight. Especially like this early laning stages with the Earthshaker and, you know, the Shakira just doing his thing. It worked out so damn well. That's actually quite sickening. And then in the mid game, obviously this early Aghanim scepter picked up by Goblak, as well as the Wisp relocate gangs and the Klings, who's just giving everyone such a bad time on the side of Denial. They were giving everyone like so many things to deal with, and it just didn't matter. Oh, this is like the longest Roshan ever. Snap, that's an illusion scandal. Wow, he hits so hard and so quick at that. I mean, I was saying like Scandal isn't really a late game carry, which is true to some extent. But if he can position himself nicely and he can just use his strafe for his fullest duration and for his fullest potential, he is going to be doing a considerable amount of damage. 270 damage without the Monkey King mob procs. Ouch. And these are magical. So these are also magical bashes. So you can evade them if you have a BKB on. But we're getting to a point where this Luna is going to be very big very soon. BKB is on, what is it? Oh, still 7 seconds. That's actually quite nice. Let me check some other BKBs. 5-second BKB duration on the CK. And oh, they're looking to go here. There is someone coming in. Scandal. Is he getting scouted out? He's popping his BKB. He wants to go Zoral. Oh no, he's in the midst of everyone. Needs to pop his Eclipse. Needs to pop the Satanic. He's doing exactly this. He's still alive. They're going to do this. Oh, Zoral is just healing himself up too much. And now it's Zoral still on 100 HP. How does he not die? There's just so many illusions he can lifesteal off of. No, you can't lifesteal off of illusions, but it doesn't matter. They just clean house. Virtus Pro, they get schooled. Luna is on 100 HP for 20 seconds in this team fight, and it's just too much. Now it's straight back to the drawing board for Virtus Pro. Oh my goodness, Joral's got like... He's got to be pounding his heart so hard right now. It just doesn't matter. This guy is on fire, just calmly. You know, I just BKB, Manta style, Satanic. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this, boys. Do you just finish this? There's no buybacks. This is going to be it. There's no buybacks inside of Virtus Pro. Denial are going to be taking the first game in a 2-game series. There it is. GG is being called. Wow. Denial just... Look at this gold graph. What a play. I'm just deeply impressed. Holy shiz of it as well. Wow. Sweet. I just even know what to say. Look at this, guys. 2-6-15 onto Paris's Jakiro, and also those Echo Slams in the later stage from Matt were just absolutely sickening. He was delivering big time. Everyone was just playing so well. Honorable mention to